She's always busy. When you try to set something up with her, she's always like coming up with an excuse. Oh, I'm busy, with work. I'm busy with my kids. I'm busy. Mama coming into town. Grandmama coming into town. There's always somebody coming into town, man. We're finna go to Disneyland and all that. Bro, if a chick is actually interested, bro, she ain't never gonna make you jump through hoops. She ain't gonna waste your time. She's gonna wanna spend time with you, because it's an experience, bro. Hanging out with you is an experience, king. We're kings out here, you dig? So hanging out with you is an experience because what you finna bring to her is gonna be something, a once in a lifetime chance to hang out with you, hang out with this alpha male, with this man's man. So she don't want to miss that opportunity, bro. And you're gonna see this with broads who ain't interested, or they just, attention seekers. Because one thing you gotta know, man, like I said, if a broad really wants to hang out with you, she's never too busy, bro. We know they got work, they got, kids, they got mad dudes they're chatting with. She damn near got a whole NFL team of dudes that she chatting with back and forth, but she gonna put them to the side just to be with you. You feel me? So if you always see if you always trying to get out with her and she always coming up with an excuse and you always can never seem to get, this is the type of chick that when you hang out with her, when you see her, let's say she's in your vicinity, when you see her, she's going to be acting all nice, she giving you the googly eyes, act like she's all up in you, she all into you. But when you try to set something up, she flaky. These be the type of broads that act like this, man. She's an attention seeker, bro. She ain't finna give you nothing. She ain't finna give you the box. She ain't finna let you, get to second base, first base, nothing, man. You ain't even getting a kiss on the cheek, nothing. Next thing, bro, number 2, bro. When you try to have a conversation with this chick, it's always gonna feel like pulling teeth. You dig? It's like you on an interview, for a job you've been wanting for so long, and you're just trying to impress. You're trying to, do your best to get this gig. So you on your toes. It's always gonna feel like you're on your toes, bro. Like you're walking on eggshells. You dig? Because whatever you say, whatever you do, these be them type of broads. Like when you ask her a question, she responds with one word responses like, okay. These be the type of chicks when you ask her something to the effect of, so what's your favorite color? Blue. What's your favorite restaurant? Hardee's. So what do you like to do? How do you like to have fun and all that? She giving you straight answers, bro, because she ain't interested, man. She just wanna get a free meal. She just wants to get the free meal, get them calories in. Maybe she hitting the gym, so you that free ticket to a free meal. You know what I'm saying? That's all she want, bro. She ain't want to spend time with you. If you see that, bro, whether it's on text or face to face, if you got a broad, if you with a broad that you're trying to make conversation and it never, takes off, it never flows. When you with a chick, man, conversation supposed to flow, bro. It's supposed to be like water. You dig? Like Bruce Lee said, you're supposed to be one with a conversation, man. You're not supposed to feel like you're walking in eggshells. You're always trying to think of something to ask this broad. Man, who gives a damn, bro? If she ain't with it, bro, you just gotta cut your losses, and deal. And another thing y'all gotta remember, man, y'all gotta keep your investment down, bro, so that you're able to walk away. Because y'all out here spending on dates, you taking these broads to a 5-star restaurant and all that, and in the end, you can't walk away because you done invested your cash. You done saved up. Now you're investing in this broad. You don't even know her. You taking her to a 5-star restaurant and all that, and next thing you know, you can't walk away because now you invested. If you see like the conversation ain't flowing, you're always the one trying to think of something. You're always the one initiating something. Just walk away, bro. Just cut your losses, man. You cannot force a broad to like you. If you don't remember anything else, remember that. You cannot force this chick to like you, bro. Straight up. I'm keeping it a buck, man. And number three, bro, whenever you try, okay, let's say she done agree to go out with you, and now you done set the date, you done set the time. One thing you don't notice, she gonna bring somebody along, man. Cause this happened to me, bro, plenty of times. That's why I'm able to sit here and tell you about this. I had a broad, like I invited her out, to go get something to eat, and she was like, "All right, cool, I'm gonna show up and all that." So we said, boom. When the day came, she showed up with a friend, bro. I was like, of course, I didn't talk about it, but I was like, man, what's she doing here, man? It's because she doesn't want to be alone with you to give you the opportunity to make something happen, to make a move. You dig? Because she knows if somebody around, you're gonna be nervous. Not nervous, you're gonna be, you're gonna hold back. You ain't gonna make your move. You're not gonna put the swag on. You ain't gonna be able to put your suave, mood on, because she knows somebody's around. So you're gonna be friendly. You're gonna be acting like yeah, three broads just kicking it, gossiping. Man, we ain't with none of that, bro. If she shows up with a friend, you already know what it is, bro. Don't waste your time. Just spend like 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and dip. Just be like, hey, I got some errands to run, man. I got a dip right quick. And lead a situation, bro. Do not accept to be like the third wheel, bro. You ain't one of her broads. You ain't one of her friends. So what you doing? You dig? You finna sit around gossiping, talking about this and that. Whenever you see a broad show up with a friend or somebody you don't even know, or even if it's somebody you know, bro, whenever she suggests like, oh, okay, can Lisa come along or can Mike come along? Just you already know, man. She doesn't want to give you that opportunity to make a move. She ain't feeling you like that, man. She done already put you in the friend zone. You done got a one-way ticket to the friend zone ville, and that's where you're gonna be at. Unless you cut your losses, y'all gotta learn to take L's, man. Learn to take an L. I done took L's with dime pieces, man. Because one thing y'all gotta understand, not every chick gonna like you. Some chicks like tall man, some chicks like short man, some chicks like, black dudes, some chicks like white dudes, Arab dudes, whatever, bro. And if you ain't meeting what she wants, bro, what she is attracted to, she ain't gonna feel you, bro. She ain't gonna be attracted to you, bro. And you can't force it, man. You just gotta leave it. Sometimes you gotta leave it up to Mother Nature, man. You gotta have that evidence mindset, like, she like me or she doesn't. I ain't finna sit here trying to force a broad to like me, jumping through hoops, sticking at a 5-star restaurant, 7-star restaurant, splurging. Man, we ain't with none of that, bro.
Fellas, it all boils down to what the woman values most. You know what I'm saying? If she values money, if she values status, she values charisma. You know what I'm saying? It all depends on what the woman values most. Y'all get caught up in all this, do looks matter, y'all hopping on this trend going on. These dudes called clavicular, whatever his name is, messing up your face and all this. Bro, those only serve to get you in the door. If a woman is big on looks, she gonna peep you, you know what I'm saying? She gonna give you choosing signals, and it's gonna be up to you to make something happen. But they don't walk around here just choosing for the sake of choosing, you know what I'm saying? If she don't value money, man, we got women out here, they don't value money. They don't value material things. You know what I'm saying? They actually value something more deeper than that. But that's very rare. But I'm just trying to tell y'all, like, don't get caught up in all this. The looks matter, of course, if you 6% body fat, you got some money in the account, you done got your beard up. Of course, she's gonna put you, at an advantage over other guys. But end of the day, man, it's all about they hold the ball, bro. The ball is in their court, man. It all depends on what she values most. Don't get caught up in, a lot of y'all, if you're one of them type of guys, you're a Harlem monster. And what I mean is you one of them type of dudes, you're always in the mall, you always go out, step outside the crib, looking for trying to get as many numbers as you can. You in the mall, you're trying to get as many numbers as you can. If you're one of them type of dudes and you get rejected and you don't got enough confidence in yourself, you insecure, you're gonna start feeling like they rejecting you because of how you look. Nah, man, it ain't that simple. That dime piece that rejected you, bro, she didn't reject you just because maybe because of how you look. Nah, man, it ain't that simple. Maybe your charisma wasn't on point. Know what I'm saying? Because she don't know how much money you got, right? So maybe your charisma wasn't on point. The confidence level. When you stepped up, what was you talking about? Was you on some BS, or you actually spitting some? You were spitting some. Or your confidence and your confidence level, your charisma got to be on point. Then everything else gonna line up. Everything's about timing, man. Everything's about timing. With women, it's about timing. You can be. I used to work in a car dealership, and sometimes you'll get a customer walking in, checking out the whips, maybe somebody with their wife and whatever. They just checking out the whips. And sometimes, I would step up, I'm trying to sell them something. Sometimes they would be like, nah, I just walked in, I just want to peep how it works, peep the advantage and all this, transmission or whatever, peep how it is, see if it's a worthy investment. Maybe that later on down the line, I'm going to get it. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes they will be like, it ain't the right time, I just got a divorce. Maybe I got to pay off this loan, I got to do this and that. It ain't the right time, man. But sometimes you will get a customer, they walk in and you get the deal closed. You know what I'm saying? Because it's all about the timing. You caught them at the right time. That's all it is. All right? Do not get caught up in, you gotta mess up your face, you gotta get plastic surgery, BBL, whatever. You a man, what you doing all that for? You ain't gotta do all that. It all depends on your confidence level. Know what I'm saying? You gotta look good, of course, you gotta dress nice, you gotta smell good. Don't be walking around here with dragon breath. You know what I'm saying? Smell like one of them hyenas in Africa. Like you ain't done took a shower in like 2 weeks or something. Nah. You still gotta look good. You gotta smell good, and then let everything else line up. Because when you look good, you smell good, you're gonna have that confidence. You're gonna have confidence in yourself because you look good, right? So your mind gonna tell you like, you're feeling good about yourself. It ain't that simple. It ain't as simple as, whenever you get rejected by a chick. You just gotta take it as an L, learn from it, and move on. Don't be sitting in the bed, lying in the bed, trying to assess what you did wrong. You just like damn near want to pull out a note, writing everything down about what you did wrong. Nah, do not get caught up and do not do that, man. Just take your L as a man and move on. Learn from it. It ain't always just about you. It's about what she values most. Y'all done seen the bonus dude in 10, he walking around with the dime. And you're like, damn, how you got her? It's all about timing, man. He caught her at the right time. Maybe she was vulnerable. Maybe Tyrone done smashed, he ain't called back. And this dude slide through and, everything clicked. His career was on point and he made it happen. Y'all seen chicks damn near in a penitentiary, man. Somebody doing live, 25 to live. And he got a broad coming in to see him. Some of them getting married in the joint, man. Why is that? It's because it's all about how you make her feel, man. It's all about how you make her feel and what she's looking for in that moment. That's all it is. If she vulnerable, she gonna get with you. Simple as that. If she values money, she gonna get with you. If you got your bread up, alright. If you ain't just sitting in the house all day, house slippers on, eating bonbons, Captain Crunch, she gonna get with you. Alright? If you about it. If you got status, you know what I'm saying? Everybody in town know about you. Or you're a rapper, you whatever, you a singer, you a writer. She gonna get with you simply because you got status, you got clout, and maybe that's what she values most. You know what I'm saying? It ain't all just about looks. Look at Beyonce and Jay-Z. Y'all think he got with him? Y'all think she would have got with him if he ain't got no cash, if he didn't got his bread up? Y'all think he would have got with him? Hell nah. It is simply because he was out here grinding. She saw the success coming, and she wanted to be right there. He had the clout, he had the money, and whatever. Maybe she had a little bit more cash than him, but I'm pretty sure, back in them days, he had more cash, he had more clout. All right. Then later on down the line, she surpassed him, but whatever, they still together. So y'all get the point. Biggie Smalls was one of the ugliest dudes I ever seen. I don't think I have ever met a dude uglier than, Biggie Smalls. But he worked with what he had, man. He made it work, bro. He could pretty much bang any dime he wanted. He done got with Faith Evans. This other, light-skinned chick, I don't forgot her name, but y'all know what I'm talking about. He was banging dimes left, right, center. Wow, because he done got his clout up, he done got his paper up, and that's what they value, and they got with him, man. Simple as that.
The crowd's that way.
Speak when you're spoken to. What's your name?
Bro, I don't know where you came from, but your buddy's over there hanging for you.
What's his name?
Do you know? Me neither, bro. I think you should go back.
I'm Steph. Nice to meet you.
Money over always.